This video is a quick review of Case's customer service. I had traded for a Canoe a while back. I traded a wood peanut for it. The Canoe was a 1999 red bone handle, and the handle was in really good shape, but both of the blades had been abused a lot, had not been taken care of, and they had a lot of corrosion on them. So I took and I got all the rust and corrosion off, but the blades were badly pitted. The handle was so nice that I thought I would check with Case and see if they would replace the blades, and I was going to check with them to see how much it would cost for them to replace the blades. The knife was 25 years old. It had been used a lot, and it was not a matter of warranty. It was not the knife's fault. The fault was that the knife hadn't been taken care of. And so I thought I'd check with them and see if they would be willing to put 2 new blades in the knife, since the handle was in such good shape. And I wanted to see how much that it would cost to have 2 blades put in a knife, because there's a ton of work that would go into doing that. Not to mention the cost of the new knives, plus the shipping and so on. So I had contacted Case about the matter, and they had written me back in an email and told me that they could replace the blades on the inside, and that they would make an exception. And the exception was that they would be willing to do it for free. Now that really took me by surprise, and I'm sure that's an exception, because I don't see how Case could do that for free. Simply because there'd be so many knives out there being sent into them that people just wanted repaired that they'd be repairing them all day long. I'm sure under normal circumstances that if it's a warranty issue, of course it's free. But if it's a matter of you abuse your knife and so on, and then you send it on to them, it only makes sense that they would charge you for the blades and then charge you to install it. Because it was not the knife's fault. It wouldn't be warranty. It was a matter of use and abuse. But nevertheless, they told me that for some reason they would make an exception, and that they would replace both blades in the knife at no cost. The only cost would be that I would have to ship the knife to them, which was no problem at all. It cost me around $7 to ship the knife to them. They even said that they would pay the return shipping. Well, I was, of course, very happy with that, and so I sent it off to them, and they had it for a little while. But when they're doing it all for free, I wasn't picky about being in a rush about getting it back. But nevertheless, they got it done and sent it back to me. And in this video, we're just going to show the kind of job they did on this knife and how good it looks. So here's the knife right here after the repair. This is a red bone Case Canoe. 1999 is what the handle was. You can see that they went over it, they buffed it up and cleaned it all up a lot. But if you looked at it and you didn't know the age of the handle from this Case XX badge, you would think that this was a new knife. The blades they put in it, you can see the blade is just like it ought to be. Brand new, shiny, beautiful. It does have an etched tang stamp, as Case does these days, and the tang stamp, of course, says 2023 on this particular one. But they did this for me in 2024. But you got your main blade, and you also have your secondary blade. They replaced them both for me. Now, besides the blades being beautiful blades, they're really nice looking, the way they went over the handle is wonderful. When they put the pins back in, they blended them in. Flawless. You would never know that a blade had ever been changed on this knife. The bone is flawless. They went over it, and I believe they re-hefted the knife and polished it, and it came out absolutely beautiful. Everything is perfectly tight, and just, it's wonderful. You would think it is a brand new knife. The blades, of course, have no wiggle in them. Smooth, great snap. If somebody didn't know the age of this Case XX badge, they would think that this knife was a 2023 because of the marking on the blade. And so, to review their customer service, I will say that it could not be any better in any single way. To repair a knife like this, first off, take the time to do that is a big deal. Second off, to do it for free is unbelievable. Again, I'm sure that was an exception, but it is unbelievable that they'd be willing to make exceptions like that. And to have such a good job done on it is just amazing. You can get your knife, use it, enjoy it for many years, send it off to Case, and for a small fee have it back in brand new condition to use for many more years again. And so their customer service could not get any better. That's a good thing to buy from a good American company like that. A company who cares about the people who buy their knives and who takes care of those who buy them. If they ever have a fault on the knife, send it back to Case and they'll fix it for you and make it right. But you're paying a little more, but you're getting something that you can be happy to have in your pocket. And you've got a company that you know will take care of you and will take care of the product that you bought from them. And so, Case's customer service couldn't be any better than it is. It gets an A++ from me. I also sent off another knife, a Coke bottle, to them, and in the next video I will say how that experience was with the customer service. Again, it was a good experience, but that will be for another video. But as for this video, Case did a wonderful job on this Canoe, and I could not be happier.